Um, South Africa is a movie. We live in a drama. It's a series. Every day you will be shocked by something new.
Because I'm pretty sure if he was going to meet Donald Trump and Donald Trump said we are meeting at 8 p.m., at 8 p.m. Cyril Ramaphosa will be there. But then since it's us, just the citizens of South Africa, he doesn't care if now I'm 15 minutes late, I'm 20 minutes late. And some people will argue and say, but then 15 minutes is not that much. 15 minutes, you can't say someone is disrespectful just for 15 minutes. He's a leader of state. He needs to lead by example. If the president can say, I'm going to meet you at 7 and he comes 15 minutes past 7, you might think that 15 minutes is not a long time, but then he's a leader. The mayors, the MECs, the ministers are watching him. And then they are going to do worse. Them, as we can see right now, Pella, our mayors and our ministers can call a community meeting and come 2 hours later. Do you know that? Or an hour late. Don't you ask yourself, where do they get this confidence, this audacity to make the community wait for 2 hours for them? And then when they get to the stage, they don't even apologize to the community. Where do you think they get this attitude? They get it from the president.
You're the president and you say to the whole country, I will address you at whatever. If you are the president and you say we're going to meet at X time, you are there at X because that's what you be. Leaders have to show up.
Yes.
For starters.
Lead by example.
Correct. Second thing, when you don't arrive on time, what you're telling everybody is that you people are not as important as me. I'll take as long as I want.
Absolutely.
Which is rude and disrespectful.
Yeah.
And it just proves again, this guy is not interested in the problems we're facing as a country or in anything that ordinary citizens are going through. He's only interested in himself. And that is why he can't even pitch up on time for things. And don't tell me there was an emergency or if you make an appointment for 7 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock or whatever time it was meant to be, then you be there.
Especially when it's your damn appointment.
You know, I thought I'm the only one who sees a problem with the behavior of our leaders, starting from the presidency, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, all the way down to our councillors in the townships. Everyone who's in between, the ministers, the MECs, all of these people who are in positions of power, all have the same attitude when it comes to meetings, when it comes to addressing the public. And this is something that always makes me angry. You know, if there's one thing about me, if you know me personally, you would know that I'm one person who respects time. If there's something that I respect, is time. I don't like wasting other people's time. So I really don't appreciate it when other people waste my time. I never waste people's time. Anywhere. Whether I'm going to church, whether it's my business, I have a meeting, I am always on time. If I'm not on time, I'm early. But you will rarely find me saying I'm late. Even when I was in school, late me. I was never a late comer. I would do other things, but late coming, that was never something that I do. Even today, there's nothing that I respect more than time. And I frown upon people who don't respect time. I really don't understand those types of people. That is why this whole notion of African time, there's this thing, you know it, African time. They are trying to normalize late coming, to say, no, black people are always late. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. We can't normalize such thing. In many instances, being late is disrespectful. Worst part, you don't even apologize to the people you are addressing to say, you know what, I know that the appointment was set for 7 p.m., but right now it's 15 minutes past 7. I'm sorry because I got caught up doing this and that. Even though you don't reveal in detail what was the reason for you to be late, but then try and apologize. You can't say you are meeting the public at 7 p.m. and then right now it's 7:15 and you just come and speak as if nothing. People have been waiting for you there for a whole 15 minutes. And you see, our president, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, it's something that he likes doing. I don't know, maybe it's a show of power. Because some people like to say, you should always be late so that people can respect you more. There's people who like to say that. And there's some truth behind that statement. I don't deny that fact. There's some truth behind that statement. If you can pay attention, most of the people who are in positions of power, they like being late intentionally so that people can see them as important. You get what I'm saying? And it works. In many instances, it works. Because people are there waiting for you, and then when you come, you are all powerful. They've been waiting for you for 30 minutes, 1 hour. And then when you get inside the room, you are powerful. There, everyone has been waiting for you. It works in a way, but it's disrespect. I would understand if maybe it was done by these people in our councillors, because they always do it in townships, in community meetings. Even when they say the MEC is coming to talk to the community, the mayor is coming to talk to the community, those people are never on time at all. But then we see those ones because they are here, they are just leaders here in the middle. They are just trying to flex their power, so that we can look at them and think they are superior to us. But then when the president does it, it's not a good picture for him and our country. You are clearly telling us that you don't take us seriously. And that is not good for a leader of state. These ones, they are not leading the state. They are always late, but we will talk about them some other day. They are not leading the state. This person who is leading the state, who is always late, and then doesn't even apologize to the public. You set an appointment, you are telling us that you are going to address the nation at 7:30, but right now is 15 minutes to 8. And then you come, take the stage, and then you just start with your speech. We've been waiting for you. Hey, is that respect? That is not respect. That is not respect. Because I'm pretty sure if he was going to meet Donald Trump, and Donald Trump said we are meeting at 8 p.m., at 8 p.m. Cyril Ramaphosa will be there. But then since it's us, just the citizens of South Africa, he doesn't care if now I'm 15 minutes late, I'm 20 minutes late. And some people will argue and say, but then 15 minutes is not that much. 15 minutes, you can't say someone is disrespectful just for 15 minutes. He's a leader of state. He needs to lead by example. If the president can say, I'm going to meet you at 7, and he comes 15 minutes past 7, you might think that 15 minutes is not a long time, but then he's a leader. The mayors, the MECs, the ministers are watching him. And then they are going to do worse. Them, as we can see right now, Pella, our mayors and our ministers can call a community meeting and come 2 hours later. Do you know that? Or an hour late. Don't you ask yourself, where do they get this confidence, this audacity to make the community wait for 2 hours for them? And then when they get to the stage, they don't even apologize to the community. Where do you think they get this attitude? They get it from the president. Even though the president isn't 1 hour or 2 hours, that 15 minutes is enough to motivate all of these other leaders to adopt the same attitude. So this thing of late coming, this thing of African time really needs to stop. It needs to stop. If you are the president, you are an MEC, you are a councillor, whatever, if you are going to address the public, make sure that if you are saying we need to be there at 8, be there at 8. You are not that important for us to be waiting for you. You are not special. Yes, you are important because you are a leader of state or you are a mayor or whatever. You are important. But then you are not special. I'm speaking like this. I'm probably sure you can tell. Oh, no, Emmanuel doesn't like late coming. I really don't. I really don't at all. It's something that I even tell the people that I've employed in my tombstone manufacturing company. There's a few people that I've employed, even though it's not that many. The goal is to employ 1,000 South Africans. But then right now, there's a few, I always tell them that if you want If you want me to like you, always be on time. I can see the performance, maybe you are slow or you are this and that, but if you are a person who respects time, I respect you. I respect you. Because I've always been like that. I don't know, maybe it's just my personality, but from a young age, even when I was a kid, I didn't like being late. I don't know why. I've never liked being late at all. I'm only late if there was something that is serious that made me to come late. But even in those instances, I will apologize and explain why am I late. I won't just act as if nothing happened. The first thing that's going to come out of my mouth is apologies for being late. And then assure people that it won't happen again. I will try my best for it to not happen again. I won't just act as if nothing happened. But then it always amazes me. It always amazes me when our leaders do it. Our councillors, our mayors, our MECs, even the president. It's a disgrace. So that's just what I had in this episode of The Spotlight. I would really love to hear your own thoughts and opinions on this situation. Tell me on the comment section down below, what do you think? But then if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.